Hey guys, welcome back to Camandjaytoday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a question and answer video, and it's all about being a single mom. Hi Jaden. Before I start the video, I just want to say a huge thank you, like a huge, ridiculous thank you to all of the ladies that submitted questions on the YouTube Mommy Meetup group. If you haven't joined that group, please go ahead and join it if you're a mom and you're on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of great, lovely, fantastic people over there that are willing to help and support you grow your YouTube channel, and I'm really blessed that I found the page, and I'm really excited that people actually responded to my question post that I put on there. So some of the questions are coming from there, and some of the questions are coming from Instagram, and some from Facebook. So I just want to get it started. This is the single mother question and answer. So we're gonna go. So let's start with the first question. So the first question, guys, if I mispronounce anything, I'm sorry, so sorry. I'm going to try to put the channel links in the description below so that you guys can all check them out, because they're all so lovely and wonderful. A few even I've subscribed to as of recent, so check them out. So the first question comes from Lauren Krieger, and the question is, have you ever felt judged as a single mother? And the next question is, what's one thing you'd like non-single moms or anyone to know about single motherhood? So her channel is The Krieger Family, so check them out. So for your first question, yes, I have felt absolutely judged. I think I said this in another video of mine, but I felt extremely judged when Jaden was really super small. People would see me. I looked like very young at the time. I had him when I was 20. So I looked extremely young, and people just judged me. Specifically, I noticed not wearing a wedding ring. The judging was hardcore. I always held my head up though, and I always, just tried to walk with a little bit of pizzazz and a little bit of dignity, and that usually took me a long way. But what I noticed is, as I got older and I started to look older and I started to, speak a little bit more in a mature manner, I guess, people started to respect me more. And they really, whether or not I had a ring on my finger or not, they still gave me pretty much the same kind of respect. So yes, the answer is yes, I felt judged as a single mother. The other question she had was, what's one thing you'd like non-single moms or anyone to know about single motherhood? What I want them to know is, it is not easy. I think that I don't even mean to be so intense, but what I want people to know is and I mean, it's hard for everybody. It's hard if you're a two-parent family. It's hard if you're not. But when you have nobody to turn to, not even like in an emotional way, but even just as backup and support, when that circle gets smaller, whether you're a single mom or not, it starts to get extremely difficult. So it's really no joke when you're a single mom. You literally need to cover all bases on your own. And I don't know if my point is really, that point that I'm making is driven home because of my experiences. My immediate circle that is close by, it literally consists of one person. And so if that person's out, then everything is out. So I just mean I have to balance everything so delicately, without a mistake, without a flaw, to make sure that it goes off without a hitch. And it's another level. It's another level of managing time and managing people and managing your children. So that's what I would like to say. So check out the Krieger family. Thank you so much for your question. It's greatly appreciated. The next question that I got. Oh, and sorry, the Krieger family is also on Instagram, and it's the_Krieger_family. So check that out. Okay, so the next question that we have, it's coming from Shayla Nordmann. The question is, how do you keep yourself sane on the really hard days? It's funny because it says insane. I think it was a typo on her behalf, but I mean, like, I'm insane all the time. So let's be real. What you wrote was correct. But I think what she's trying to say is, how do you keep yourself sane on the really hard days? And honestly, how do I keep myself sane? I think that I go to sleep. That is my cure. Everything is better, or at least it is, your mind is clearer in the morning. Hi, Jaden. Jaden's in the video. He just took a shower. Okay, well, guys, Jaden's in the video. This is Jaden, in case y'all don't know him. Hi, Jaden. I'm doing a video. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so what was I saying? I was saying that if I feel super stressed out, and I'm not talking about like sleeping as a means to like, forget your problems, like drinking alcohol or something. I just mean like if the day's super stressful and I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed and I just feel like I got a lot going on, I usually try to wrap things up and go to sleep early. And I just feel like in the morning, your mind is rested, your soul is calm, like, you know what I mean? And it's just easier to figure things out. All right, so let's see, did she have any more? Okay, so the other question that Shayla had was, what is one thing to distract a 4 to 6 month baby you have to have? Oh wow, is it me? It's late. What time is it? It's 9:30, so it's late for me. Hold on. What is one thing to distract a 4 to 6 month baby you have to give yourself 5 minutes of alone or downtime? So as you guys just saw, Jaden was just here. How convenient. He is 10 years old. He just turned 10 a couple days ago. So it's been a hella long time since I've had a child that small. But to be honest with you guys, 4 to 6 months, I didn't give myself alone or downtime, just in my own experience. Everything I did, he was either in a car seat, like if I really had to take a shower or something like that, I would lock him in a car seat and I would put him right there where I could see him, and I would literally shower with the curtain like half open and be like this. Like I would literally do like a quick and like get out. And that was like absolutely necessity. Couldn't find someone to be there or to support me or whatnot. But when Jaden was younger, I will say too, as a side note, I was quite lucky because my mom really helped me out in those times. You can't survive if you don't have somebody to help you. You like, it's done. Like, you think you're crazy now? You be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, kudos to the people that survived. I wouldn't have. But so yeah, that's basically it. I didn't really take downtime or alone time unless somebody was there to literally like allow my brain to rest, because I'm one of those moms. I'm the one that like their kid is a toddler and they walk behind them like slowly, like relentlessly. Like I was the one that's like, don't touch that, don't touch that. That was me. I was that mom. So yeah, and I think I've grown a lot from there, but not too much. Jaden's just chilling out. They could see you, bub. It's okay. That's okay. So anyways, guys, so we're going to move on. Sorry, Shayla's Instagram is Shayla_Inez, INEZ. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm really not so good with pronunciation, at least of online names I've noticed. So this is what's happening next. All right, so the next question, excusez-moi s'il vous plaît.
Merci.
Merci, de bien. So the next question is, Jaden, do you want to be in this video? You don't have to stand there, Bubs. You want to be in the video? You can sit right here. Yay. Yay. Just move over. Yay. 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 Okay. All right. Jaden's in the video. For some reason, he's dripping wet. Here, can you move over a bit? You look a little far away.
Wet.
And you try. Yeah, go dry. Go dry properly, please. Dry your. Lord have mercy, peeps. Okay. Don't come out of there until you're dry. Don't be dripping up all over the place, okay? All right, guys. Sorry. So the next question is from Taylor Smith. Taylor Smith's question is, I'm also a single mom, she says. My question would be, what are some of the pros to being a single mom that people don't always think of? Ooh, girl. That's a great question. She goes on to say, I know people always tell me how amazed they are that I do both jobs and keep sane. Such a great support on YouTube from other women. But honestly, to me, there are also pros to having my little dude all to myself. Hard and rewarding. Good luck with your question and answer. Always a fun way to connect with everyone. I agree. So, you know what, you guys, the greatest thing about being a single mom is, it's just me and Jaden. There is nobody to tell me what to do or how to raise him or what's right or what's wrong. I don't have to compromise with, you know, how I feel about what's the right thing to do for him. And that is, I think, one of the biggest pros as far as raising him by myself. The other greatest thing is, like, there's no one to bother us. Not to say that, you know, someone would bother us, but like, it's pure, unadulterated time together and nobody can interrupt it. Nobody can take it away. Like, we just are so close because of it. So close. So that is that. And that came from Taylor Smith. And Taylor, I don't see your channel name immediately. So if you want to check out Taylor Smith, please check the description below. I will get it and try to put it in there.
He's on Facebook. She's on.
Yes, she is. All right. So the next question. Let's see. Maybe I have so many. There we go. All right. Happy faces. Okay. So the next question comes from Taylor Niomi. She says, I'm a single mom. How do you manage your time with work, kids, housekeeping, etc.? And her channel name is Taylor and Babies. So I think that for me, honestly, it's different every day. Some days work is the priority and it takes up the majority of my time. Other days I got to clean the house and that's going to be the priority for the day. On other days, it is like me and Jaden got to do something. We got to go out. We got to see a movie. We got to do something together. So I think that managing my time is just what's taking priority at that moment. And I try to make it as level as much as I can. But I have this type of personality where I need to put like 150% into everything. And that doesn't always work out when you have competing priorities. So what I try to do is make a schedule and make a day for everything and a time for everything so that 100% of my efforts can be focused at that moment in time. So I would say it's some days for some things and some days for other things. But I would also say that I try to make sure that it's balanced throughout the week, depending on what's going on in my life, if that makes sense. So the next question is from Shayla Nordmann. And she says, good question. I wonder the same thing. I'm not a single mom, but I do solo parent 80 hours plus a week. And managing time is still a tough one for me. My fiance is a truck driver, so he's really only home to sleep. So for the most part, Monday to Friday, it's just me. Wow. So that is she's basically asking the same question, how to manage time, which I just answered. But that is a really unique situation. I feel like you may not be a single mom, but you probably deal with a lot of the things that a single mom would deal with. So I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we have a lot of the same we have a lot of things in common is what I'm trying to say. So that came from Shayla. So the next question is from Tiffany Stewart, and her YouTube channel is Simple Wife, Simple Life. And the question is, I love how you dab. So the question is, how has being a single mama made you stronger as a person? That's a really great question as well. I would say you can't fail. Like, I feel like I can't fail. I have to win. And when I say that, I mean, like, whatever I'm doing, if it's like the job that I'm trying to get, which was back in the day for me, because I've been in my job for a long time, whatever it is I'm trying to do, I can't fail at it. It's usually something that is going to be for the betterment of Jaden and I. So it's made me stronger because I just do not accept failure as an answer to the question. It may be a temporary failure, but it's definitely not going to be a long-term failure. I'm going to find a way. And so it's made me stronger. It's made me more persistent. It's made me more determined, I think, than before I had Jaden. Because honestly, all I want to do is make sure that he has a really awesome life, and one to be remembered. My childhood was really great. I have great memories of my childhood. I want the same for my son. So I try to make it as enjoyable as I possibly can. So with that being said, the next question is from Lauren SK, and she says, hats off to you. I was a single mom of 2 for the first 11 and a half years. It's so hard. A lot harder than I think most people think it is. My question is, what are some things you do to make sure you're taking care of yourself? I know I always found it challenging to practice self-care, and her channel is called Co-Mom on YouTube. So you are so right, Lauren. Like, you are so absolutely right. I think I had like pockets. Like, I went through phases where I had points where I was all the way taken care of. And when I say that, I mean like pre-baby. So I mean like hair's done, nails done, like, you know, everything's put together, like, eyebrows are waxed, like that kind of thing. Well rested, you know. I went through pockets over the last 10 years with Jaden where I would have that down pat and then it would just kind of fall to the wayside for a little while. And I would say like right now I'm kind of more natural, like I'm not wearing makeup. I'm just kind of in a very like relaxed state. So I feel like it is definitely hard to make sure you take care of yourself, but I feel like obviously you have to take care of what's most important. And throughout the years, you know, it's been important that I am feeling like I'm looking good on the outside, you know, and I'm presentable in a societal, you know, kind of way. Like, you know what I mean? What society teaches us is the acceptable way to look and the acceptable way to be, which there's nothing wrong with that to a point, you know what I mean? But I think that I also very much recognize when my soul and my spirit needs to be relaxed and needs to be taken care of. And I think that I'm just in one of those states right now where it's more important to me to spend that little bit of time that I would at the nail salon or at the hair place or wherever, just using that to reflect and like nurture what I need and what I want. And right now that's YouTube for me. And whenever I decide that I just need a quiet moment, you know, just to make sure that I have everything on track and everything's all lined up in the mind. So that's where I am right now. It is certainly hard. And it is certainly challenging, but I feel like I do what makes me happy. And really that's what matters at the end of the day. That's what's going to keep you moving on to the next day, that you're comfortable within yourself, right? No matter what it's about. Could be like, you know, Louis Vuitton shoes, or it could be like your soul is okay, you know? For Jaden, it might be like an Xbox game, you know? So the next question is coming from Elyse Sykes. And the question, or sorry, her YouTube channel is Sykes Fam. So go check it out. Elise's question is, what is one thing you want people to know about being a single mom that they may not already know? Um, and I said it, I touched on it before, but I feel like it would be really lovely. And not that I don't rise to the occasion, but sometimes it would be lovely if people understood the immense amount of pressure that you're under. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that like have the idea of like, oh, well, you had a baby, so like, you know, it's your problem now kind of thing. And I totally understand that. But I mean, the reality is that no matter what you're talking about, no matter what situation, that could be, it could potentially be incredibly difficult to handle. And no matter what the circumstances, it could be difficult to handle. So I feel like I wish people had more sympathy. I would, you know, encourage people watching this video and others in general to not judge a book by its cover, not assume you know someone else's life and what they've been through, and give them, you know, just know that life is not easy. Everybody goes through their stuff, and like be mindful of that when you deal with them and when you talk to them and when you address them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why, but this is just a side note, and it makes me think of like being at work when, you know, let's say we're open until 5 o'clock, just as a hypothetical. We're open till 5 o'clock, and you know, you're that person that walks in minutes to close. You know what I'm saying? Or like for me, when I have people that walk in and it's minutes to close, I don't get mad, because in my mind I say to myself, there could be a million things that happened to this person today. They, you know what I mean? They could have just been getting off work and they need to come and see me. They could have had a family emergency. They could have had this, and that. We're still open. We're open till this time. So I let them in, and I treat them with kindness, and I treat them with dignity, and I treat them with respect. And I feel like if people just did that every day in life, then the world would be a better place, because you just don't know what others are going through. You know what I mean? So it's me choosing to be positive and choosing to do the right thing. And I just wish people would do more of that. But yeah, so let's move on to the next question. And the next question is from Joe Neer. And the question is, what are your best tips on keeping your cool as a single parent? Been there, it's hard. So I would like to say that for the most part, over the duration of the last 10 years that I've had my son and been a single mom, I would say there's a very few times that I've completely lost my stuff. What do you think, Jaden? Do you think that there was a lot of times where mom just lost her top? Do you think there was?
What do you mean by that?
Like, I mean, like, gosh, mom got so mad she was yelling. Like, she was so angry. Yeah. Over the last 10 years of your life, do you think there was a lot of times like that, or do you think there was a little bit of times like that? Bit of times like that. How, do you think you could count them on one hand or two hands?
One hand.
You think you can count them on one hand? You can remember them?
Yeah.
That is funny. So this
what
is...
What do you mean? Like, I can count them?
Yeah, like, can you remember in your head all the times mom got so mad? I knew she was so mad.
I can count them.
You can count them on one hand.
I don't have to count them like...
Yeah, you don't have to count 10 hands, so, or 10 fingers. So yeah, and he's right, because it's the same memory that I have, and it's good to know I'm not delusional. But there has been maybe 3 or 4 times in the last 10 years that I have been so mad that I actually raised my voice. And you know, that's the extent of it. Like, you know.
2.
You thought there was 2 times?
Or 1. No, 2. What?
I can, in the last 10 years, I probably remember more than you. I think I remember...
4.
No, I think I remember...
3?
3, maybe 3 or 2.
Yeah, I think
maybe so. 3 or 2. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that I just, like, actually yelled, and I was like, go to your room, Jaden, you're grounded, that's it, like, it's over. Like, everything's shut down. Every game is taken away. There's probably 2 times. There might have been 3, but I can't really remember, but I think that there was probably 2 times. So I think I do a great job of keeping my cool, even when I'm angry, because it's really been only twice that I can say, like, you know I raised my voice, and then after it's done, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have yelled, like, you know, and that happens. Obviously, as a parent, you're only human, but I think I've done a really good job of not losing my cool too many times. And how I keep my cool, you know what, honestly, I do for everything. I do the same thing for everything. Whenever something is difficult or hard, and it has to do with Jaden, I literally say to myself, you're a good mom. You're a good mom. You're a good mom. You're a good mom. That sentence causes me to wake up on time for work, causes me to show up at work every day, causes me to make dinner, causes me to do whatever it is at the moment in time that I feel like I just am having trouble doing. And that's just the realness. So even when I'm upset with him or I need him to explain better or whatever the story is, I say to myself, you're a good mom. You're a good mom. You're a good mom. And you know what? That stops me from being too angry or irrational or emotional or lazy or tired or whatever. So that is my tip. It's a pro tip.
I'm a good son.
This is a good idea, good video idea. Just say that to yourself. I'm a good son. I'm a good son. I'm a good son. All right. So that's what I do. Okay, so the next question for you guys is from Nicole, Erickson, Bratton. And the question is, how do you keep motivated to cook real meals instead of just easy kid-friendly meals like chicken nuggets, grilled cheese, mac and cheese, etc.? My husband is gone for work 2 full days and I wimp out and hardly ever make a real dinner just for my son and I. Thanks. My channel is the Crony Mom, same on Instagram. So check her Instagram and her YouTube out. And to answer your question, I'll be quite frank with you. I'm not much different than you. What I realized though when I was falling into that rut is that there wasn't a rut that I wanted to be in, like I think most moms are. Like we want to make sure our kids get everything that they need. And so once I realized that I was on this kind of like rut of like, okay, whatever's the quickest, fastest, easiest, you know what, you eat, I'm not even going to eat kind of situation, I decided that no. The rule is I'm going to choose a day where we definitely get to have takeout food, Friday. I'm going to choose a day where Jaden gets to choose his meal. And I'm going to try to do the rest of the days something that I have prepared that's actually good or nutritious for him. The other good thing too is every now and again my mom will come by and she'll just cook up a crazy Jamaican meal and we'll eat that. And girl, don't think that I'm silly. I'll pack that up and I'll keep it in my fridge for those days. But I mean, everything is about balance. I can totally relate with you to that. I think every mom can relate to that. It's just like checking yourself. You got to check yourself and be like, okay, listen, what I'm doing is not the best thing, so I need to now adjust it. And it's funny because I think a lot of moms get down on themselves for that. But I remember when Jaden was really small and he wouldn't eat anything. The only thing he would eat was rice. Like that's the only thing he would eat was rice, nothing else. I got so depressed and scared and I'm like, oh my God, he's not getting enough nutrition, you know? And I remember my mom just being like an old school Jamaican woman and just being like, please, like he's going to eat whatever he wants when he wants. As long as he's eating, that's all you need to worry about. In 2 weeks, he'll be eating so much you can't even fill your fridge. And she's right. That's what's happening now. So, you know, take it easy. Try to keep yourself balanced and just do what you can. And also try different alternatives. You know what I mean? Like just try different things that will help you along. Maybe, you know, get the, like, you know, I don't know, what is it called? Like, you know, the food boxes that can come to your house. Maybe that will make it easier for you just so it's already there. It's already like kind of prepared kind of thing. But yeah, that's how I do it anyways. I had the very next question is the same question basically. It says it's from Mackenzie McKinney. And her channel name is Carla Mackenzie. And the question was, she says, I was going to ask a similar question to the one above. When I was a single mom, I would struggle to actually cook full meals because it was just so easy to put some mac and cheese on the stove and be done. How do you stay motivated to cook? So it's the same thing. I think every mom's equally as motivated to cook unless you are one of the, like, you know, Martha Stewart types, which, like, hi, if you're out there, reach out to me. But I think I like to cook like a normal amount, and I think that I just constantly strive to keep myself balanced, and that's really all it is. Sometimes I'm a winner and he gets, like, you know, everything on the food chart, and sometimes I'm a loser and he doesn't, you know. But yeah. So the next question comes from No, that was wrong. The next question comes from Felicia Crow Grenner. How would you say that? Grenier. And her channel name is Felicia Crow 93. And the question that she has is, what were the first few weeks like? The first year of being a single mom? Honestly, the first few weeks are really, actually, I remember them pretty clearly. It was the sweetest 2 weeks. Jaden was so little, he could fit between here. Oh, what's that? He could fit between here and here. And basically, I know, like wondering what that is. I don't know. But basically, he could fit between my wrist and my elbow. And it was the sweetest thing. His little living body just breathing, just so small. So cute. I remember the pictures that I took right as he was born in the hospital, the light shining in on him like a little angel. Just so cute, guys. And he was a good baby, except like he didn't cry or anything like that too much. Like, he was such a good baby. But Jaden actually projectile vomited for the first 8 months of his life. So I was basically covered in vomit for the first 8 months. And of course I was like riddled with, fear of what that could be. But luckily, they couldn't figure it out what it was or why. And so I remember not even the doctors, but like another mom said to me, my son had the same thing and he just grew out of it. They couldn't figure out what it is and he just grew out of it. One day he just stopped. And it's funny because that's exactly what happened to Jaden. Nobody could tell me exactly what the cause was, why he would just like vomit and it would hit like across the room.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, so what do you mean by that? So first you saw me shining like an angel and then went,
yeah, basically.
What?
Not like the same day, but yeah.
Like,
yeah, you would drink your bottle and I would burp you, and a little while later you would just go and it would like literally shoot across the room. And it to see the smallest little thing do that, it's kind of shocking. But
what were you like when I first vomited?
I was probably like what is going on? I don't remember exactly, but so that was what happened there. So first few weeks were the most awesome, beautiful experience of my life. Also, if you're underage, don't have kids, make sure you use protection. But yeah, in my experience, it was a lovely, lovely situation. The first year of being a single mom, obviously hard. I remember being really not wanting to go outside in the first year. I didn't really want to go out, for fear of people not knowing me and my situation and judging me. But I quickly got over that with 2 stiff kicks to the butt from my mother. So thankfully she was there to help me out of that rut. But other than that, it was a really lovely year as far as being with Jaden, being around him, having him as my son. It was lovely that way. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. This video is getting super long.
It's 32 minutes.
I know, it's crazy.
It's half an hour.
So the next question is from The Way I See It. And the question is, what are the pros and cons of being on social media as a single mom? So the pros are that I really get to connect. I never thought that I would have so many people answer my question in the YouTube Mommy Meetup and actually ask these questions. They're such great questions. And I had the lovely opportunity to go to their channels and see what they're doing on YouTube and subscribe. And they've subscribed back. And as far as connecting with others that have your same hobbies and your same interests on social media, it's the most amazing thing from all over the world. So that's definitely the pros. I would say the cons of being on social media is just not having privacy. Like, I'm pretty private person before I decided to go on YouTube. And it's weird because I don't even know what about YouTube appealed to me so much that I really wanted to do it because I'm such a private person. But I still wanted to, and it's still a passion of mine. So I would say the cons are just like the privacy. You don't really get to have privacy of your, like, I don't know, personal stuff, your personal information, like and not even like personal information, but I just mean like you have to be very mindful of what you're filming, right? Like, you're in the car, you don't want to film the license plate, you don't want to film the house number just in case. And you just never know because it's social media, and ultimately it's strangers. So I think that that's a risk that you have to take, and I feel like I try to make sure that I don't get the things that might put us in danger for any reason. Although I don't see why anyone would want to put us in danger, but that is one of the negative things, which I think everybody that's on YouTube or even on social media faces that reality. So the next question is from, I don't know why I did that. The next question is from Bianca Olivia, and the question is, how do you keep your spirits up? You are very cheerful. You haven't seen me at 12:30. No, I'm just kidding. That's funny. I don't know. I think I keep my spirits up because, like, I just have this thing in my mind that's like, everything's gonna be amazing.
It's just like, first you wake up and then it's like rainbows and ponies.
It's rainbows and ponies, just like he said. I literally just have this thing in my mind where it's like, it doesn't matter what goes wrong. It doesn't matter if I wake up on the wrong side of the bed. I just tell myself, guess what? This day is going to be amazing. This day is going to be a good day because I make it a good day. And that gives me a positive attitude. And honestly, if I get too down, I just start daydreaming about things that I really like. And that usually puts me in a great mood. You know what I mean? Or like...
Yeah, and I was kind of mad, like a little bit mad, but it's like sad today. I don't know why I just became, and then I just read ponies, and then I was like,
you got happy?
I feel happy.
This is what I do. So maybe you like unknowingly got that from me.
I'm just like,
but I just don't let things like, I mean, I am like, I can get down on myself, but as soon as I realize I'm there, I just turn that bad boy around. Like, turn it around. So that's what I do. Exactly. Okay, so the next question is coming from Mishy 2006 Elle, and the question is, do you find playing with your son the ultimate source of success? So I honestly, I'm gonna say no to that question. Although I really I want to say yes, but I'm gonna say no, because the truth is, I don't think it's playing with my son that's the ultimate source of my success as a single mom. But I would say it's spending quality time with him. Like, I think with us, like, Jaden is at the age now, he loves Xbox, he loves like PS3 and Roblox, PS4, like
Roblox, Minecraft.
See, all these things. I don't really, to be honest, like, I'm glad that he likes them and it's what he's into, but I'm not interested in those things.
You don't get Minecraft.
I don't even get how to use the controls. I'm not good at driving. Whenever I try to drive on his Forza thing, I just crash. That's what I do. So it's like, not to say that we don't play around, because we do horse around and we do play around, but that's what I would call quality time. So it's not necessarily like us engaging in, like, you know, a specific game like Cops and Robbers or like whatever kids play now. Like, it's not that. It's like when we are done eating and showers are done and we're just getting ready for bed, and we have, like, as an example, just some quality time together. When we're in the car driving, talking and chatting, and when Jaden's telling me about his day after school and I'm, you know, talking to him about what happened. Those, I feel like we have extended quality time in that regard. And I feel like we really have an open relationship with one another where we can speak to each other about anything. And I hope that he knows he can speak to me about anything. Mm-hmm. But, yeah?
No, you finish your question because I have a question.
Okay, so I was going to say, like, we spend quality time. It's the connection there that is the ultimate source of our success. So what's your question?
My question is, how did you teach me English?
How did I teach you English? Well, to be honest, Jaden, I taught you English just by, one, speaking it around you, and two, when you got old enough to learn how to read, helping you to learn to read. And once you...
I mean, I can speak English fluently.
Yes,
plus,
you can.
I can do a good British accent. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do a good British accent.
So weird.
Anyways, yeah. So, guys, that was the last question. And once again, I want to say thank you to everyone that decided to write us a question. We're so grateful and appreciative. Check out, if you're watching this video and you are not one of the people that gave me a question to answer today, can you kindly go to my description below and check these lovely, wonderful, supportive people out? I would so much appreciate it. But that's it. This video is 40 minutes long. We're going to go because it is definitely bedtime. So we will see you later. Thanks for coming back to Camandjaytoday.
And always dab.
And always dab. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And we'll see you later. Bye.
Hello.